I arrived in Guatemala. I came from Nicaragua, took a tourist bus, took around 6 hours with one stop in El Salvador, and got here in the afternoon. The positive thing about this country, it has Uber, so it was very easy just to get around without hassling, without thinking that you're getting ripped off by taxi cabs and language barriers. So that's like a very positive thing that a country has Uber. My first impression is Guatemala. It's very nice. I'm in some kind of plaza, Constitution Plaza here. The city is very clean. You have people cleaning all the time. There's people collecting garbage. There's garbage collection, garbage cans all over the city. And what I see is that they wash the garbage bins, they wash the walkways. Like it will be very hard for you to throw a piece of garbage on the floor because there's garbage cans all over the place. It's very positive. There's a lot of security, a lot of police around, at least in the daytime. At nighttime, it's pretty much deserted here. Like there's nobody here at nighttime on the streets walking. There's not too many cars either. It was very easy to take out money. Lots of bank machines with MasterCard and Visa, and got a pretty good price for a hotel also. So I'm just got to the country. I'm gonna see what else is gonna offer me. Right now I'm pretty impressed compared to the places that I visited in the world. And also like the people don't, like I'm white, I'm a gringo, the people they don't stare at you, they don't look at you and keep staring at you like a real gringo. They just kind of look at you and that's it. Compared to like other countries, like the countries that I've been to previous, it was Nicaragua and India and Thailand. People look at you and they keep staring at you like you're an alien. Like seriously, it gets kind of annoying. It gets kind of old. Like they never seen a human being. But here it's like a different culture. The people kind of just give you a look, like they just look at you because you're different, and their eyes go back to their whatever they were looking. They just kind of look at you for a second. Whereas compared, like I said before, they look at you and like they never seen a human being. So yeah, it's kind of positive here. Maybe because I think there's 2% of white people here. So there's a lot of people that are Guatemalan and look white. So maybe that is one reason too. But it's pretty comfortable. So yeah, Guatemala City in Guatemala, and yeah, I'm gonna explore the country and see what else it offers. Here's the flag. There we go. And that's it. So yeah, there's a lot of shoe cleaner people. Guatemala on the main street. They clean the garbage cans and the sidewalks. Everything's nice and clean. We have the view from the hotel. Leaving Guatemala City, going to Antigua. Crazy traffic. I don't know what's going on today. It's I believe a Tuesday, the 1st. Maybe there's something going on at the 1st. But yeah, lots of cars. Made it to Antigua, small town. Quiet little vibe to it. If you're into looking at old buildings and churches, definitely this is the city for you. If you like exploring you know, Catholic and Christian style buildings, there's one. I'm in the center right now. Yeah, this is the town for you. There's a lot of tourists here. This is like the most gringos or white people that I've seen so far in Guatemala. There's a lot. I'm about to do some volcano tour today. It's half a day, and then tomorrow I'm going for like a full night. So that's gonna be interesting. What I find also, well, I don't know, it's like the street here, all the streets are cobblestone. They're pretty rough to drive on, and if you got a luggage with wheels, you won't be making it here. But that's the way they roll here, and they're keeping it that way. But I mean, as you can hear, everything is bouncing around when you drive. That's the charm of the city, I guess. So yeah, I'll continue more putting it. Also, like every 50, not even every 2 meters, it's either a hostel, hotel, or a restaurant or a cafe. So here you won't be hungry. You have like a lot of choices for any of this food that you might be interested in. Obviously there's a market, local market with a lot of fruit and all kinds of different gadgets that you don't need. but here it's like endless. You can see behind me is just building after building, entrance of just restaurants and cafes. I'm just traveling from Antigua, Guatemala to Rico, which is a small coastal town. Supposedly it's very nice. This trip took about 3 hours. I guess in total 4 hours. It made all kinds of stops in different towns, but nearing. So let's see how it is, and I'm gonna show some highlights of the trip. Monte Rico. This is pretty much the end of the street before behind me the beach starts. Lots of stores. You can buy swimming suits, lots of convenience stores, lots of fruits and other kind of junk food that you want. As you can see behind me, not too many hotels online or like on booking.com or whichever, but if you just walk along like this road, you'll find hundreds of hotels, and same way like just well, behind this truck down there you can walk in and find lots of hotels and hostels that they will accommodate you. So here I am at the beach. It's about 5:30 p.m. The sun is coming down, the day is coming to an end. It's beautiful every time. Obviously, you know, the sundown is pretty good. Here at this beach, as you can notice, all the sand is black. It's actually volcanic sand, and you know, some people say, oh yeah, I didn't like the beach because of the sand. There's no difference. I mean, It's the same thing as any other sun, except it came from a volcano a long time ago. It's very different, but it's all good. As you can see, this beach goes like way down. The other day I walked about 5 kilometers one way and then 5 kilometers back. It was just an interesting walk. It's all like hotels and restaurants along the beach. The other way is the same thing, like all the way down. So yeah, I mean it's pretty empty right now. It's Friday, so maybe there's some more people, but other than that, it's as empty as some of the Nicaraguan beaches. So yeah, this is the beach. The water right now, it's calm. Like earlier today was rough. I couldn't really, you can't, like, if you wanted to go for a swim, you need to go deeper inside where there's no waves. The current is strong, but at least the current takes you to the side rather than out to the sea. So that's a good thing. But if somebody's not like a strong swimmer or, you know, doesn't like rough water, definitely this beach is not for you. You just have to hang around on the shore here. So yeah, there we go. I'm in Florence city in by Tikal, which is a famous Mayan ruins. And I took a bus from Guatemala city in the morning. I figured that daytime is the best time to travel. So I left Guatemala city. It takes about 8 hours, supposedly. So I took the bus at 10 a.m. They said it's gonna be here at 5, which I doubted. By 7 p.m. we're still like an hour and a half away. And you know, I said that daytime probably the best because it's safer and, you know, just better daytime. So at one point a guy, there was about 3 people left on the bus, and then a guy that was speaking Spanish said, we gotta get off, there's a transfer. I didn't know what's going on. There was cars parked and like just line up, just heavy traffic. So I got my suitcase and we just started walking past all the cars and trucks. And I still didn't really know like if there's a bus transfer or what's going on. We're walking past trucks, cars, people waiting there for hours, it looked like. And what happened at the end was is that there was a conflict, a local conflict with the people, and they closed down the road. So now I'm walking with this, I'm keeping close to the guy that speaks English to tell me what's going on, and walking past the cars. We got into we got into a van, and we thought that it's gonna, you know, take us the rest of the way because the bus turned around. So we got in the van. The people, I mean, there's other people getting in the bus, in the minibus, and we keep going, and then we stopped again. We're waiting there for about 10 minutes, and then everybody decides to leave the bus, and we start walking again. So I have my suitcase, and I'm carrying with me while I'm on wheels, and it's making noise. So he said, you know, it's better to pick up the suitcase so you don't they don't know that you're a tourist, and you know, you never know. So I'm like, okay. So I did that, picked up my suitcase on my back. I'm walking with it, and the guy has a suitcase so the wheels don't make any noise. And we passed the conflict area. There was just like people that were talking, a bunch of garbage, some debris on the road so nobody could pass, and then there was a truck like across, you know. So we keep walking and walking. We're talking about like at least 15 minutes of walking on the highway, passing all the cars. So this is the first time for me a situation like that happened. I figured it would be the best way to you know, the safest way, which was, I mean, it was safe, nothing happened. So we finally passed a pickup truck, and one of his buddies was there, and we got on the truck. It was 3 of us on the back of a pickup truck. And we're driving from, it was about an hour of driving in the cold. Pretty windy, and you know, at nighttime, but luckily I had my hoodie because I figured in a bus it would be cold. Finally I got to Florence and found a hotel, and this is the next morning here. It's actually quite beautiful, but just you know, as a first time experience, what good points I you know, I picked up from it is like, I guess you got to be ready for anything, because you know, we got our shit together and started walking, and it was cold, and I had my hoodie, and it's good to have like cash on you, more cash, and be ready for anything, because I paid for the bus, but the bus turned around and that's it, everybody went home. So it was an interesting experience. It was fun, nothing happened, but you know, just to add to my book of checkmark of experiences. And yeah, so now I'm here. I'm gonna go see Tikal, the ruins, and I'll show you the rest.